Why do Americans think we wear the lederhosen and the hat, the fun hat? Nobody does that. I don't do that. Do I look like that? With the Hosenträger, nobody wears the Hosenträger, yeah? And the stupid socks, do I wear stupid high heel socks? F***ing rude, man, that's discrimination. Welcome to the most German town in America.
In this video, we are taking you with us on a journey to the land of lederhosen and pretzels, half-timbered houses and brautwursts, and all of that right on the East Coast in the middle of the state of Georgia. Yes, Americans love their German stereotype, which is basically the deepest Bavaria in all its glory, but then mix in a bit of Czech, Austrian and Dutch influence and you get Helen, a quaint little town that was built as an attraction to bring Europe's finest culture right into America's deep south.
Okay, we're at a little self-service parking lot. Phil's getting his stuff there. $10 for parking. What do you think about that? All the Germans in here. Do you think is that teuer oder billig for, I guess, a day? All right, got $10 cash in there. We're 921. I went in. America, signs, so you don't get sued. This is the grueling walkway. Hallo, guten Tag, willkommen in Helen, Georgia.
Grüezi, ich bin der Heidi from Bavaria. It's got a nice dinner.
All right, so we're in the center of Helen, Georgia, the most German town in America. Look at the doggo riding by. I have to give it to them, they're doing a great job. Right behind me, the Bavarian house. They have a lot of these quaint half-timbered houses all around here alongside the street. I think it's not very representative to the modern German city, but this is also heavily Bavaria themed. And we're just gonna stroll down here, get some impressions. Me as the German, see if it gets my stamp of approval here.
I hear polka music.
I hear already like Bavarian polka music coming from the other side. It's fun. So far, it's definitely quaint and fun.
So, we haven't seen this yet in Germany, but maybe in the future. They're already advanced.
Oh.
Alpine dispensary.
Does that mean you can buy wheat there?
Yeah, I think so.
Should we go in?
Lego.
The Castle Inn, good old castle. Germany has a lot of castles.
Can you sleep in the castles in Germany? I don't think so, right?
Well,
maybe some?
Yeah, maybe some, I don't know. But they're usually just to look at. Nice little bridge here in the center.
Prost. Let's see, beer.
Where? So as you can see, I got in the right outfit for this town because that's what Germans wear, right? The lederhosen.
This is the daily attire.
And the dirndl.
One thing I noticed, this is not very German. You can't take the alcohol off of the premises. So you can't carry your beer around.
Yeah, in Germany it's encouraged to take the alcohol off the premises everywhere. This must be the quaintest, nicest restrooms I've seen in the US.
Do you think you have to pay?
Half-timbered house, little tower, and it's spelled toilette, like the French way, like we do it in Germany. But here it's usually toilet, but it's toilette.
So I do spot our first lederhosen walking towards us behind me, but I just wanted to make a comment. I feel like it's just laid out like the very American style. There's a lot of parking lots and then maybe a street and a half of activities. So
I just want to point out that guy's wearing these fishing pants. That's not lederhosen.
Oh, I thought it was a lederhosen from a distance.
So while our quest to find somebody in lederhosen, or for the matter of fact anybody even remotely German, turns out rather unsuccessful, we decided it is time to go for the other things that we wanted to see about the Germans. Their sausages.
So I originally thought we could potentially order in German in this German town because everyone told me about it. They're like, it's so German, it's so German. And I really don't think that's possible. I think most of the people have thicker accents than the Greenville area. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to order in German. I don't think so. I feel like this is a little Disney World version of Germany.
We thought, what's better to do in a German village than to eat at a German restaurant, right? So we came to this German restaurant called the German Troll Tavern. It's actually just called the Troll Tavern, but it's under this bridge right here alongside this beautiful river.
Yeah.
And I just ordered 2 bratwursts for like $25, but we'll see how they are. I also didn't want to order a full like mass of beer, so I ordered a Radler, and what they brought me is a Paulaner grapefruit Radler. I don't know if they think that's normal Radler, but they also bring it in a can with a straw. So let me see.
Germans are quaking.
Most German beer experience I have had in America.
Excuse me.
All right, our food came out. We got the combo Wurstplatte, with some German bread. Not very German bread, is white bread. We got 2 sausages. One is a Bratwurst and one is a Knockwurst, which I've never heard. I thought maybe they tried to say Bockwurst, but called it Knockwurst, because she also said is more of a Wiener hot dog sausage. But they look very similar to me. One's a little thinner and longer, one's a little thicker and shorter.
I mean, they all come in different shapes and sizes, am I right?
Let us know which one you prefer. So I don't know which one's which. Also comes with the side of sauerkraut, rotkohl, the red cabbage, and this is supposed to be potato salad, but to me that looks like mashed potatoes.
That looks like the bratwurst. It has spices in it.
It's also a mix of pork and beef here, which is not very German. In Germany, the bratwurst, standard bratwurst, is just pork.
It's just swine.
But very American is to make a lot of things
Beef.
beef here.
Beefy. Shove it in your mouth.
So it's not very German, it's very good. Like, I think Americans do sausage pretty well. Maybe it is because it's partly beef, but it's very juicy and very flavorful, and that's pretty decent.
Why are you cutting them? Just put it in your mouth as a stick, man.
Is that how you eat it?
That's how I eat it. I mean,
It's
you
a
can
little
still
bit
use a
of
fork,
red
but-
cabbage on
all
there.
right. That's a scene that we've seen before.
Not as good as the first one. This one is way chewier. It feels fattier, and just the quality doesn't feel as nice as the other one. Red cabbage, one of my favorite things.
Rotkohl.
Usually not with sausage though.
Oh gosh.
It's very soft, and there's something like sweet and sour to it.
Apples? I feel like apples is a common
There's
thing.
always apples in it, but this tastes a little different. Sauerkraut, which I usually don't like sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut. Sauerkraut.
I think that's what sauerkraut tastes like. So that's pretty authentic. And now for my favorite, usually is the potato salad. However,
She said it was vinegar based.
would you say this is a potato salad? We had this experience before. This is mashed potatoes, man.
Yeah, it is mashed potatoes.
So mashed potatoes. I could use a little bit of salt and stuff, but that's okay. We also have ketchup, and they have brown mustard. Brown mustard I don't see a lot in the US, but here they have it. What is common for the Bavarian area, and this is very much Bavarian styled here, would be the sweet mustard. And I would assume that Americans would really like that. I don't know how common that is though. It's a pretty decent meal. It's okay. I don't like the second sausage as much. The thing is,
You have to understand here that for a German, Bratwurst is a very cheap street food snack that usually costs around $2 to $4.
this is $20 before taxes, before tip. So this
And
will,
before the 3.2% card charge.
yeah, card charge, taxes, and tip. This will end up being $30 just for the 2 bratwurst with these sides, and that would cause an uproar. A civil war in Germany, a revolution. Is that only me feeling like that? Or, let us know what you think about that pricing.
Well, I've got something that I've never seen in Germany. I have a Bierkäsesuppe, just beer cheese soup. A lot of carrots in here, some other vegetables cut up and chunked in here, and a lot of crackers. I love these types of crackers. Oh, yeah. They're like saltines. It's what I eat when I'm sick. But yeah, let's give it a try. Nice chunky soup. Wow, that is very cheesy. It tastes like it should be a sauce on top of like pasta or something.
Yeah, great.
Wow. It's definitely spicier than the normal German palate. I have yet to find anything spicy in Germany unless we're doing like a currywurst challenge with spice. This is pretty good, although I don't know if you'd find this in Germany.
Maybe try it with a little bit of bread. Maybe it's a good dipper.
I feel like this is a perfect dipper. Look at that.
That looks like a sauce.
Yeah, it feels like a sauce.
Messy, yeah, of course.
It's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, Phil's gonna try the cheesy beer soup. Bierkäsesuppe. Und? Schmeckt gut, oder? Nein? Warum?
That's just cheese sauce.
Ja, ist geil.
Gotta admit, the buildings look nice. I don't know how usable they are, if it's just all storefront, you know, but it's quite nice.
As we wander around town, I am noticing that this increasingly feels like a theme park to me. You know, just like Disney Springs or St. Augustine in Florida. An attraction to showcase how different Germans are. And I'm kinda distancing myself from it by using the fact that this is displaying an old version of Bavaria and most Germans are not Bavarian. But then again, modern Bavaria doesn't look like this either. I just can't shake the feeling that some Americans probably think that Germany actually looks like this.
Very important to the Americans. In this nice little German-looking house here, there's a Wendy's. It's actually a Wendy's. Another restaurant right here, the Bodensee restaurant. That is a lake, it's called Lake Constance in English, very south of Germany, dividing Germany from Austria. Very German, very well-known lake, so very appropriate to have that here. Baby, this is the most German thing I've seen so far. A proper bench.
No, you're just trying to
Hallo,
you're finding.
sind Sie Deutsch?
Ja.
Sehr schöne Bank, die Sie da haben.
Ja, sehr
Sehr
schön.
schöne Bank. Mhm.
This is it. Should we get married in America finally? Have a proper ceremony?
What is it?
A little wedding chapel.
Oh, the Alpine wedding
Alpine.
chapel.
We did it in Germany, but not in the Alpine chapel.
Yeah. This section here in the bushes, that looks like Hansel and Gretel, whatever, Grimm Brothers
That's a wedding chapel.
house. Oh, that is the wedding chapel
Yeah.
with all the bees. Dude, you see all these bumblebees? I really don't know what's happening here at this wedding chapel, but all these bumblebees, there's like literally hundreds of them flying around
Oh,
it.
they have bee boxes above the lights. See that?
Oh yeah, makes it feel like out of a fairy tale or something is gonna go down here. Very surreal. Ah, it's on me.
It's attacking you.
Piratenabenteuer. Golf spielen, haha, eine Runde Minigolf.
Let's go play bingo.
Eine Runde Bingo für die Dame. Gleich hier. This is where all the action goes down. The bingo, the trout tournament. Wish we were here April the 1st for the trout tournament. She's miring. Little women. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. I have to say I'm a little offended. I don't know why. Why do we always get pictured like that, huh? Why do Americans think we wear the lederhosen and the hat, the fun hat? Nobody does that. I don't do that. Do I look like that? We all wear black. We wear black. That's what we do. With the Hosenträger, nobody wears the Hosenträger, yeah? And the stupid socks. Do I wear stupid high heel socks? No, I do not. Rude, man. That's discrimination. I feel like it's discriminating.
Ruish, man, ruish. Did you notice they all have bellies though?
That's also not a real thing, man. It's not real.
It's all the Brezel and beer.
How'd they know that every ATM in Germany looks like a London phone booth in extra small though?
Füssen.
Oh, the
Füssen.
Füssen. Füssen.
Füssen Biergarten.
Füssen, also a small town in Bavaria on the foothills of the Alps in the very south of Germany, close to Schloss Neuschwanstein
Neuschwanstein.
Castle. Yeah, that's a famous castle that's close to Füssen. So they're using all the stereotypes here. It's nice. Excuse me, American wife, how do you pronounce that street name?
Hohen. It's a Hohen.
It's a Hohenstraße. By the way, parking here, $10 per day for America, not that expensive for German perspective. Like, I have to give it to them. They do a good job with these little like in-between parks like here, and a lot of good decoration and stuff. I think though, that over there might be the Czech flag, is it?
That's what I just said.
No, I just...
No, he just repeats what I say on camera.
What if we're both wrong? Might be Slovakia. What is it?
It's Czech. Yeah, it says German and Czech cuisine. There we go.
Welcome to Müller's Cafe.
Müller. We have German chocolate cake, but that's not German. That was made in America. But a lot of Americans think it is German. Was geht ab, Leute? Willkommen. Wir sind in Deutschland. Guck mal hier. Deutsch, Deutsch. Alles Deutsche.
Guck mal hier, that's one of our favorite sentences.
All right, there is a roller coaster thing here. We were gonna do it, but you can't film on there, so there's really no point in us including it.
Yeah. It's one of these Sommerrodelbahn. We have them in Germany actually, you know, where you sit in your own thing and you have to brake by yourself.
Yeah.
We thought, good idea for the video. There's nothing, you can't even hold a GoPro.
Yeah.
So we're not doing that. Also $17 per person. It just hurts my soul here a little bit. The prices in the US, but here especially since it's very touristy.
If anyone's ever done this, was it worth it? I want to know. Because I like roller coasters, but yeah, I don't know. I want to film in it.
We're also poor, so we have a Patreon though. Patreon.com/.
And while we have you here, a shout out to our soulmate patrons, Ricky, Lauren Jared, Peggy and Derek, Roger Lipka, Michael Petch, Robin Stein, and Jeff Standen, our newest family member patron. Thank you.
So these little streets feel very German to me. I feel like it's just missing a few little chairs with some Kaffee and Kuchen spots. Look, there's another German chocolate cake.
We just came to this bakery called Hofer's Konditorei, and they sell different cakes from like Sachertorte to German chocolate cake.
To Black Forest
Black
cake.
Forest cake, which is probably the most iconic German one.
Yeah.
However, I asked her what's the most popular German cake, and they were like either Black Forest or Sachertorte, which Sachertorte is Austrian.
Austrian.
Right, but
But
potato, you know.
we've also seen Dutch shops here, so it's all the same, I guess, here. We have this nice, huge Sachertorte. It's usually like chocolatey apricot. Let's give it a try. Guten Appetit.
Typical Kaffee und Kuchen scene here. We have the Bavarian flag.
That's not bad. So with this part, it was very nice. It's this nice like creamy chocolate. It looks a little dry, but with this icing, it's definitely moister than I thought it would be. So I'll try this.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I'll give Phil a try of the good stuff. Even though Phil doesn't really like apricot. Wow.
That is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I just don't know why people put fruit in chocolate cake.
I love
Why do the Austrians do that?
It's so good. That's why.
Oh my, it gives you the muscles, you know. Ich komme rüber hier aus Wien und dann gehen wir pumpen, ne? Und dann wirst groß wie Arnold. So ist es. I don't know if that was Austrian or Bavarian. I can never tell which accent I'm doing.
You try. I think it's a little richer than some of the cakes I would get in Germany. Richer tasting.
Which I think
you know?
is good. I think they have a
Yeah.
decent selection of cake here.
But something I was looking forward to is this Bavarian cream-filled donut. Boston cream donuts are my favorite types of donuts, and if you go to Dunkin' in Germany, there's a lot of Bavarian cream instead of Boston cream.
Uh-huh.
So here we go. We'll just rip it open for you so you can see this nice cream.
Ooh, it looks good.
It looks similar.
Divine.
Oh, so good. And there's a lot of cream in there. That's nice. How did you... Dude, how big is your mouth, man?
That's pretty good. $18 for the cake, the donut, and a pretzel.
The pretzel was almost $5.95.
So 12 and a bit for these two. right, one thing you gotta do in a German town. I'm here with my German Kumpels. Wir werden
Das ist Hans und Klaus.
ja, Brezel essen. Very Bavarian. Wir aus Bayern, wir essen die Brezeln gerne. Die Brezen und zwar mit Senf. We got a huge pretzel. Of course, they sell pretzels here. Very common. That is actually one thing that you find everywhere in Germany's south. Of course, it's like 4 times the German price, but here we are.
This was $6 for this Brezel.
Very okay, very dry.
Sorry, Klaus's sausage is in the way.
Look how many sauces they give you with one pretzel.
That would be like €3 in the US. Okay, so we're making our monies up with sauce packets.
And I have one in my hand. So 5 satchels of sauce.
That would
they give you.
definitely cost money in Germany.
A little mustard, a little Senf on the pretzel.
Senf?
Spicy brown mustard.
Ooh. Is it too spicy?
It's a little bit like that sweet mustard style in Bavaria, but with a spicier hint too. I mean, mustard in general is a little spicy. So that's nice. I like that. The pretzel itself is okay, but very fitting for this town. And I like these little back alleys. Also
I like this one.
Hans and Franz or Klaus and
This
whoever
is
you call them.
Klaus. And this is Hans. What do they say in Bayern? Servus? Servus?
Servus. Or
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott?
Yeah, if I see him.
You're so corny.
But as you can see, all Germans look like that.
Phil looks exactly like him.
Exhibit A.
Twins, Zwilling. Shove it in your. Oh God, that's. Oh, Grüß Gott.
But back to the offensiveness. Does that look like me? Does it? Potentially.
We have more food, little chocolate balls. I'm so full, but chocolate, there's always room for chocolate.
Another thing this town has, very European, very German, a little park area where you can walk to. How nice is that?
There are parks in the US, but not always walkable. We went to Hansel and Gretel and got chocolate. They had the classic candied apples and everything. They had some pralines, but we wanted to try some of their truffles.
Which is only $8 for these.
$7.50.
The most popular one, they're selling cayenne pepper chocolate. Should be that one.
Oh, I taste the spice now. Yeah, do you see it? It's an after flavor of cayenne. Oh, interesting. You don't like it?
No.
I like the spicy of the chocolate.
I like my chocolate not to taste like pepper. Although I'm being critical here, it's not that bad, but it's getting spicier.
What I love about the South, this is not German related. There's peach everything, like South Carolina and Georgia, known for peaches.
I have a coffee variation. Would you like half of that?
Yes. And this one is a Black Forest chocolate.
Coffee and chocolate, those two flavors that go well together. Black Forest, the most popular German flavor out there. It's actually pretty good.
I feel like the most thing to do here is just to shop and eat, like everywhere. There are hiking trails a little further out. Like if you drive 10, 15 minutes, there are a lot of state parks and trails that you can go and hike.
And like I said before, it's a tourist attraction. It's something like Disney Springs, like St. Augustine. It's like this compact area that is built with a theme. Like this theme is Germany, and they're doing okay with that. So don't just come for the food, come for the vibes. And overall, it gives a good impression. I like the music they're playing on the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like if there was like an event or something here, it would be really fun.
That was the most German town here in the US, and it was fun for me as a German to experience that. I also, by the way, feel like I was the only German I saw here today.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh. Es war so dunkel und auch so bitter kalt.